whole of the sky on that line. And of course that means that the whole sky is rotating around that point, carrying celestial objects across. Now, we've still got to deal with the details of the instrument. First, well, you got the corridor. Next, there's the 2001 black
You want to
monolith.
see it, you got to go from that side over here, okay?
Next,
so come over all the way over here.
stainless steel foil. Everybody sees the stainless steel foil attached to the monolith. Next, there is a component that is extremely hard to explain, but critical to the purpose. It's part of the foil, and that is the hole. So that light has through, and the light forms a spot, well, right now on the pavement. In fact, here it is, down here.
Wow.
If you can see it, here's the shadow of the foil, and there's the spot of the sun's light passing through the hole and forming, in fact, an image of the sun, a pinhole image of the sun on the pavement now. Now that shadow is gradually in this direction because the sun is moving in this direction. And did anybody pay attention and see before I started where that? Of course you did, because you are astute observers. And that's what Griffith Observatory is all about, turning visitors into observers. The trouble is we're not very good at it today, and observing. But in any case, that spot of light is gradually edging toward the meridian line. Now when it hits the meridian line, it's going to come close enough in a couple of minutes or so. Let me just check here. What time do we have? Oh yeah, we got about 4 minutes yet. I have to vamp. 4 minutes is tough. So the shadow is gradually moving toward the meridian line, and when it does, you will see, in fact, right now, the spot of light, the spot of sunlight, intercepting the meridian arc. All of you who are far beyond this arc can't see it. You've got to move back this way. Where Mr. Doble in the blue shirt, even he can't see it, but he knows what it looks like, so he doesn't care. Okay, so the sunspot of light is beginning to intercept this part of the instrument. Now, if you look carefully at this instrument, you'll see that in these spots, because where the sun hits the meridian arc is determined by the date. The date of the year is coordinated with the height of the sun. That's, of course, what happens because the Earth is tilted in space and it moves around the sun, and so the sun goes from very far up in the sky in summer, down there, right there in June, to very low, shining across up there. And so we can mark the date all along. And as well, you can see on here, there are images of the zodiac constellations, because the sun is among stars of the zodiac constellation throughout the year. Now, the only trouble is, you can't see the stars that are up there with the sun right now. Can't you see them? Oh, that's much too good an answer. I was just going to settle for daytime, but you're right. Now, the sun's light, obviously, is much too bright for the rest of the stars. However, here at Griffith Observatory, we haven't simply demonstrated a Stone Age technique with Bronze Age technology and Renaissance ornamentation. We have 21st century technology. If we have done all of this right, when the sun's own light intercepts this middle line, look at all those little dots. Those are sensors that are going to pick up the sun as it hits it, and if in fact it works, that light will activate the ecliptic chart and cause the stars of the constellation the sun occupies to light up, as well as the position of the sun. We're very close. I hope you're watching. Folks up there. The sun is in the star Sagittarius, the Archer, and that will remain illuminated for as long as that pinhole image of the sun moves across the center. As soon as it gets to the other side, those will shut off, and that will be that for local noonday. But as you're watching it, and now you can see the spot move with your own eyes, you're seeing the Earth turn with your own eyes.
Need a picture. we started.
Now I need you all to stay with me for a bit. We're going to let it go all the way to the crossing. In the meantime, I have a minute or two to ask if you have any questions. No. Yes, question. No. The sun moves every day a little bit amongst these background stars. It follows this sinusoidal up and down arc. And so over the course of the year, the sun moves through all of those constellations, and in about a month, it'll be in another one. Good question, by the way. Oh, what? It is Sagittarius. And it's not the sign of Sagittarius. It's the stars of Sagittarius. They're not the same thing. Did you have a question? Oh, no, you're here for the big deal. Okay, now, you have a question.
Actually, extremely.
Oh, this is not the pencil. The pictures are all, this is just a marker. Every day it lights up. I guess so.
At a different angle.
Yeah.
We'll come back to you.
I didn't know they had it. That's sick. I wonder if they have it on the other side.
I bet you do. That's why you're here in position for this next hand. Yes, sir.
Are there rock circles in America like Stonehenge?
There are many places around the world, including North America, that seem to show evidence of our ancient and prehistoric ancestors in the sky. Some of them are like the shadow effect. Some of them are alignment all over from the East Coast to the West Coast, deep into Mexico, and of course around the rest of the world as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I need to go to the next stage, but I have one person with an important question I'm going to take first, and then you have to witness the finish of our ceremony. Yes, sir. Dr. Reitzel. Dr. Reitzel. Yeah, no. Yeah, we've had a question here, and I'm not going to make a mistake. I'm going to have you make the mistake. How fast does the Earth move?
18 miles a second.
It depends on what you're measuring in reference to.
Let's say we're spinning at about 1,000 miles an hour. Yeah, about 1,000 miles an hour. Okay, now.
I know we're moving around the center of the galaxy at about 120 kilometers a second.
See, he's got a cosmic view of things. All this stuff makes no difference to him. Now, one more thing. I need to have you really think about this for a second. We have another device under the meridian arc over here. What is that for? Nobody knows. Let me tell you. Oh, yeah.
Actually, some, I don't know.
In the broadest way, yes. But not quite. Here's the problem. Look at the way this instrument is built. The arc starts with June down there, goes up to December, and then has to go back to June to finish the year, right? But the map goes from one side to the other. So how does the map know whether we're going up the arc or down the arc? The way the map knows is we throw the big solstice switch. And we throw the solstice switch on the solstice. So today is the day that we actually flip the thing over and make it go the other way for the rest of the half of the year. So now the next step in place is, may I have our solstice switcher from Australia here, please? Here he comes. Now, I'm going to put it in your hand first. Just hold it here for a second. Now, holding it at December position, that means the switch is pointing towards December. Last June, when we threw the switch, we threw it so it pointed to the year to come. That is December, since it was June. Makes sense? Now he's going to throw the switch so it points to June, which is, of course, where we're going next. Now, I think we need a lot of help here because, well, you know, the thing is, he's from Australia. And they're very smart in Australia, but they are also upside down. He denies it. He denies it. But
That's because we live
that's exactly right. Because the blood doesn't rush to our heads. No, not true. Everything I just said about hemispheres is wrong.
and actually, if you're on the southward hemisphere, everything is in the northward hemisphere is reversed.
Exactly right. You say winter. It's actually summer now down there. It's a heck of a thing. He thought he was getting rid of one season, and he's just been propelled back into it again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I need a countdown for the solstice switch starting at 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll the switch! Wow! Give that another round of applause. We are safe for another 6 months. And thank you very much for listening, Griffith Observatory. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for being here. The observatory opens at 12 noon, and of course stays open until 10 at night. We have telescopes operating, instruments. That's what the place is all about. Instruments that turn everybody into observers. You're here in the daytime, see the solar telescope.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hollywood saving
correct.
ไม่ได้มันก็ได้แม่มาเพราะว่ามันไม่ใช่ตัวลูกชายมันอาจจะเป็นเมียมันญาติพี่น้องเพื่อนมันอะไรพวกนี้ scares her just.
I just wouldn't think it'd go that fast.
Are you okay?
That's the first one. Early one, yeah. That's okay. We're tight. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Going.
So as we wait for good doctor, Mary wants to say something. Are you ready now? In Los Angeles. Really? One who served the city, but also the universe, the one and only Dr. Edward C. Croft. Right there. We're going to move it. Dr. Croft, these are the beautiful people of Los Angeles. I can tell. And other points. Everybody from South America today. Let's give South America a little hand. Everybody from China. All right, shake. Everybody from Malaysia. Everybody from ModelManTom, give them a hand. We're from all over the world, but this is the greatest spot in the city, and we're getting lined up in a minute. Dr. Cook, explain what is going to happen right now.
Easily. Today, of course, as you all know, is the Winter Solstice. That means, in simple terms, this is the shortest day of the year, the longest night in the Northern Hemisphere. This morning, the sun rose as far to the southeast as we ever see it. And in fact, how many of you were up for that? I was up for that. I was out at a California Indian rock art site this morning. And then at local noon, we had the lowest position of the sun across the sky during the course of the year, marking on the Gottlieb Transit Corridor. And now tonight, the southernmost point of sunset will be occurring on the Griffith Observatory Winter Solstice sunset line. This all happens because the Earth axis tilts in space and the Earth moves around the sun, and now the tilt is pointing at its greatest angle.
For historic facts, the observatory is how old now? 81 years old?
76.
76. Okay. Now, when we restored it 5 years ago, the people of Los Angeles paid for it, right?
The people of Los Angeles own Griffith Observatory.
All right.
Everybody paid for it, including every tax.
But here's the greatest thing. It's the greatest thing. We were there at the opening, and there was kids from Baldwin Hills. And Dr. Krupp made it that it was $93 million to restore and expand the observatory. And the young boy from Baldwin Hills raised his hand and said to Dr. Krupp, isn't it, how many miles to the moon? How far away or to the sun? 90 million miles. So we were right on budget and on time. Here we go. Let's line up the gauntlet, everybody. Get the families. This is our line. You're free. Hey, good to see you. How are you? Get her right here. We're going to line up right here, Dr. Krupp.
We are. I have to get a shot, too.
We'll get a shot, too. And we...
This line a clear shot all the way, so either side, everybody can see, because we want you to know that we surveyed this line accurately, and the Winter Solstice sun really does go down on this line. And everybody hold the second, because I'm going to do the shot myself right here. You guys are too close to the line out there.
We'll move over just a little.
You good?
Okay, sir.
Now, Dr. Krupp, you still have a minute.
I do.
This is winter. Jump over to the equinox so people know the difference.
If you simply wait here for 3 months, right over here, I keep moving. Right here, in 3 months, on the vernal equinox, the sun will set right on this line. And in fact, you should remember that and come here. And you can observe yourself the annual movement of the sun.
Cold? Yeah. You're not?
Yeah. We'll get this line right here. All right, everybody, right here. Dr. Crump, will you join me?
There is no more spectacle than in Council Member Labange's district.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Crump. Very good. You got to get up there. It's very good. Come on, Ben. Good job. Get right in there. Chris, you want to jump in? Get in here. Get in right here.
Also, I have an important fact to declare. This is the biggest Winter Solstice sunset crowd I have ever seen. Rebel without a cause, isn't bad.
Very good. Next year, I want that little bit at the end, you know, when they make the speech.
Okay.
Good job.
You bring the band, we'll let them play.
Good job. Give another little plug. How many people, more people in the world have been stood where you have stood and been in this building than any observatory in the world? Is that correct?
That is actually correct.
Yeah.
More people have looked through the Zeiss telescope on the roof than any other telescope on the planet. More people have seen the magnified face of the sun on our solar telescope inside the building than any place else on Earth.
And that is Mount Hollywood, 1,620 above sea level, a 45-minute walk. And over there is Mount Lee, where the Hollywood sign is. And just to the west, next to all of you, we just bought 138 acres to protect and expand the park. All right, Dr. Crump, what is happening right now? Please explain.
The sun is going down. No, but can you see the line? Those folks can. So we've got about half a disc. It's already gone below the horizon. A little bit more to go.